Incidentally, I look after all the Raymond shops in the country, and we've got about 720, from which 60 are company stores and the rest are all franchises. Two key things. We are all in the business for just two purposes. One is to increase sales and footfalls, and second is to deliver a particular customer experience. When you've got about 500 franchisees and each one is an entrepreneur, he has his own views and he takes positions on various things. He has invested, he's spending time in the store from morning to night. Anything that we want to do, we have to align 500 franchisees across the country. And believe me, that's not easy. Yeah. What are the advantages that we have? Raymond as a brand, I think I don't need to say anything more. It attracts good franchisees, a certain level of business is assured. What is it that becomes a kind of a obstacle? You know, our strength becomes our weakness. We opened the first store maybe about 40 years back under the franchising model. By the time I got into this role about 2 years back, I was being told how franchising should be done, right? Because these guys who've been there for so many years, and many of them into second generation, at the same time, the cities are growing. There are pockets emerging, and one has to expand. So we have this challenge of how do we expand our footprint and at the same time sustain the existing stores who've been with us for a certain number of years. So we said, okay, it all boils down to one way or the other, only two factors: capability and cost. Yeah, capability as in how do you do visual merchandising to the level of international brands? How do you ensure that training happens so that you can deliver the right customer experience? And for everything there is a cost. So I'm going to focus on one aspect because I think everything else Chaco has covered very, very well. This one point is benefits of an open channel of communication between the headquarters and the field offices. Yeah. So the only survival, the only way to grow is a constant communication channel. But as I said earlier, it would take me 3 years to cover the entire market. I cannot have X number of people in the field because beyond a point, I will then get busy managing my team rather than doing things for my franchise. So what we did about a year back is I launched something called Raymond TV. Yeah. So this is a method by which we've connected all of us in head office with all the stores across the country. So through Raymond TV, we tell the franchisee why we thought of this theme, what is the theme, how it's to be put together. When the implementation guy comes, the vendor comes and does the implementation, the final look should be like this. Yeah. So my VM head goes on air, and on Raymond TV, she broadcasts to all the franchisees saying that this is the thought, this is the logic, this is the design, and this. And after that, we follow it up by asking them for the feedback. Yeah, did it work well? Was it executed on time? How are the customers responding to it? Traditionally, as we grew, and obviously the fabric business has been the foundation. When you get into a Raymond shop, you'll see there's fabric, there's apparel. The guy standing behind the fabric counter will not move, and the guys standing behind the apparel counter are not allowed to move. Right? Reason being, the fabric guys are the ones who have more knowledge about the count and this and that, and they really do a tremendous selling job. So they don't want the apparel guys to cross over. You sell apparel, I'm selling fabric, don't interfere. Now that's not good for the customer, because what we should be doing is selling to a customer what he needs, not what I want to sell. So in every shop, there would be a very unwritten kind of a process which would attract a customer to fabric. If for some reason we are not able to fulfill his need, then he would go into apparel, etc., etc. This is not a good thing. So what we've done now with great difficulty, and I've been able to do it in just about 50 shops yet, though we are practicing it in the company shops, we've created a single window. So when a customer comes in, you don't have guys behind fabric and guys behind apparel. The guys are numbered. Yeah. So if I'm the sales guy, and if let's say you're the first customer, so I come to you as a good morning, ma'am. Yeah. Can I help you? And I engage with her from the time she enters the store through all sections. And as I'm talking to her, I'm telling her, this is a fabric section, this is apparel, we have casual, we have this, we have that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm presenting all the offerings to her. And then I'm trying to gauge, is it marriage related, formal, you're traveling abroad, office wear, etc., etc. And then I will guide her to those sections. So there are cases that many of our ready-made shops are multi-level shops, yeah. So it used to be very bad earlier for a customer. He'll enter the ground floor, talk to people, go on the first floor, feel lost, start all over again, go to the second floor, wonder what's happening. So now I will take the person ground floor, first floor, second floor, up to billing and after sales. So if there is a problem with tailoring, the store will not say, "Acha saab, tailoring ka problem hai. 1 minute, tuck tuck, put on the tailor, and then all the dishum starts." Right? We said, "No, I was the guy who's responsible for this customer. The call will come to me. I'll talk to the tailor. I'll figure out what happened."